Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tradingrich.com. My name is Richard Adjei. I'm the co-founder and head trader here at Trading Rich. I'm excited to present to you a very insightful video here on my high probability setups for the rest of the week and the weeks ahead here. So I hope this is going to be an insightful video for you guys. So without much ado, I will go straight to the charts and show you what I'm seeing there on the chart. So my first ticker that I have here for my high probability setups is the first one is I believe that the robotics sector is due for a big breakout. So we've seen breakouts in the AI space, like the AI trade. We've seen breakouts in the space sector. We've seen breakouts in the we've seen breakouts like in cybersecurity. We've seen breakouts in quantum computing stocks. I believe that the next one that is going to break out, which nobody's talking about, is the robotics sector. So the first stock that I'm going to review here, I'm going to review the top company in the robotic space, right? Robotic space. That is SERV Robotics. So I'll go through I'll pull the chart here and show you guys what I'm seeing here with SERV. So with SERV is a robotics company. And what I see here is that if you look at the weekly chart, you clearly see that SERV has put in this pattern here. So this is your cup, looking like a cup and handle. But what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a trend line, a number of trend lines that I'm seeing here. So one of them is this. So you can connect this highs, this pivot high here, July 2024 pivot high. Let me pull my trend line to this. They connect it to this one. Okay. So what do we have here? We have one hit. So you can let's label it together. So one hit. So I'm showing how to draw trend lines. One hit, two hits over here in the middle, two. So when you're drawing trend lines, you need at least a minimum of two key points, two pivot points, right? Two pivot highs or two pivot lows to draw your trend line. So here I have three pivot points, right? And then I can see another trend line here. So let me put this back here this way and put this way here. Put it here. Put this here. Okay. So in order to draw a line, you need a minimum of two key points. Okay. So now I need to draw another one. I'm seeing another 3 points here. So let's see if we can connect the 3 points here. Let's see if we can get it done. This and that. So we got it. So at least it was close, but at least we got it done. Okay. So it's close, but at least we got it done. So we have 2 points, two key points. Okay. So trend lines and support and resistance. Trend lines can act as support or resistance. In this context, this trend line is acting as resistance. Okay. And trend lines, those resistance, support and resistance are a zone, right? So this is a zone. Okay. So this is a zone. So it doesn't need to be exactly to the dot. If it's in the area, then it's a zone because price can come close to it and sell, or can hit it to the dot and sell. Okay, exactly on the trend line and sell. So these are the two trend lines that we have. Okay, all right. So let me change the color of the trend line to make it easy on the eye. Let's pick something nice, something bright. Let's pick yellow. Okay, and we are going to pick another yellow here to make this stand out. Let's do it. Beautiful, beautiful, awesome. So you see here we have two beautiful trend lines. Okay, and those trend lines are intersecting here. So what needs to happen here is that if SERV is able to crack above these two yellow trend lines, we are going to get what is called a weekly squeeze, right? Weekly squeezes happen when you break key resistance levels on the weekly level. So here, these trend lines are acting as resistance levels, okay? So here I'm going to mark the other horizontal resistance. So this one of them, and then this also another one of them, and here is one of them, right? So these are three critical levels. Also, I can mark this one here, okay? All right, so what needs to happen is that right now we are trading somewhere here, which is the daily. So I'll go to the daily chart, and I'm going to keep it this way, okay? So what needs to happen for SERV is that if SERV is able to break above this 1669 level, right? 1669 level, it is going to squeeze and break out. And once it squeezes and break out, it's going to go really, really fast, okay? So let me check the volume profile and volume dynamics of this, right? Let's check it out. So I'm going to put my anchor here. Holy cow, look at this. So if you look at this, so here, SERV is at a place where this is called a volume shelf, right? So this is a shelf, okay? Once it breaks above the volume shelf, it has here, this is what? A volume gap that it needs to fill. So once it breaks above this thing is going to shoot up very fast. It's going to go really, really, really fast to all-time highs. Okay. So this is one of my high probability setups for the robotics industry. And I believe that SERV robotics will be trading at all-time high before the end of the month. If not, it's going to happen in November, sometime in November. So from now to November, or from now to the end of the month, do not be surprised to see SERV robotics trading at all-time high and beyond. So all-time highs will be $25, or anything that is above 24.40 will get us to new all-time high. So that is the high probability setup I have for the top company in the robotic space. Let's go to the next one. This one is also in the robotic space. It's called RR, Rich Tech Robotics. This sounds like a company that has the same name as mine. So Rich Tech Robotics, okay, Inc. All right, let's look at what is happening there. First of all, so over here we see that we have a big base, right? Let's go to the weekly. So here I have a big base and it's forming this way. It's like looking like there's your cap, there's some kind of handle, and then we're having this big move here. So currently what we have here is that we have something looking like this. Let's connect the trend lines. So we connect the trend lines, connect two key trend lines here. We're connecting the all-time highs, which happened in January 2024, to this highs here on the weekly. This is a weekly time frame, by the way. This is October 13th, 2020. This happened in October 6th, the week of October 6th. That's last week. This is the high of it, right? And then if I connect here, so I see another trend line here from here. You see this pivot high. This is January 2024. And then this pivot high here right now, as of today's this week's price action. It could change, but I think I can connect them for now. Boom. Okay, that's what I see here. Excellent. So now what needs to happen is that if RR, or Rich Tech Robotics, is able to break above this two trend lines here, it's going to squeeze. It's going to lead to what I call a weekly squeeze, right? And weekly squeezes can last for several. It could last for several. It could last for several weeks. It could just continue going up, or it could last for several days, right? So here, what needs to happen is that these are some two critical levels. Like these can act as profit targets for your trade. So here I'm looking to get call options on this, right? Call options on this, maybe something like $7 calls. $7 calls expiring in October. So again, this is for educational purposes. This is not financial advice. I'm just giving you ideas of trades that I'll be taking. Some of them I'm already in the trades, so I will let you know which ones. So this one I've not entered the trade on it. I wanted to enter it, but I couldn't enter in. I have entered a trade with SERV, right? So SERV, I'm looking to get call options expiring end of October or call options expiring early November. Should get the job done. Okay. So if he's able if RR is able to break above $6, like okay, let's keep it simple. If RR is able to break above $7 and beyond, it's going to squeeze, right? And then the next target is going to be $8.47, and then that can then get us a squeeze to all-time highs, which is 12. This can be a very, very explosive trade, right? This is going to be a very, very explosive trade. And then these two stocks, SERV and robotics, they are part of the IWM. So if IWM makes new all-time highs tomorrow or sometime this week and squeezes out, definitely is going to carry along it all these small cap stocks like RR and SERV, and all of them are going to squeeze together. Okay, so let's go to the daily and look at what is happening on the daily. So on the daily, I see here on the daily is what is called, I'm focusing on this. This is like, so this is a bull flag, right? So this is your flagpole. This is your bull flag. So here, see this? This is your bull flag, okay? So if we're able to break above this area, this $7 level, this is going to break out and blast through and go, okay? So RR is ready to go. It's not going to be long. It's not going to be trading at $6 something for long. It's going to be a $7, $8 stock, perhaps, who knows, before the end of this week. So this is a must watch and a must watch for the days and weeks ahead here. I believe that this is going to get to all-time highs in a flash. Okay, so I really like this setup, and I believe that is setting up for a mega explosive move. Okay, all right, so that's it for the robotics sector. The next stock that I have in mind is a very important stock, right? Everybody knows it, everybody uses it. Meta Platforms, okay? So Meta Platforms has been selling, right? It's been selling. But finally, first of all, why was it selling? The question is, why was it selling, right? The reason why it was selling was that this is Meta here. This is the daily chart. So you see that it went up, it went to all-time highs, and it paused. It couldn't go further, right? It went to all-time highs, and it put in, this here is called a head and shoulders, right? So this is your left shoulder, this is your right shoulder, this is your head. And that is what? A bearish reversal pattern, right? So now that bearish reversal pattern looks like it's exhausted, okay? And guess what? If you connect, is exhausted. Why do I say it's exhausted? Because here, if you look at this, last time price came here with this trend line, it bounced and did this big move to all-time high, right? And then so we are here now. It came back here, it bounced, it went up. It wanted to go. It really wanted to go on Friday, but because of the whole market weakness and President Trump's tweets about tariffs and all that stuff, it caused it to sell. But see, it did not break below this trend line on that day. Even when volatility was high, everything was selling, it did not break below this trend line. So what I see here is that this upsloping trend line, which moves from days back from April 21st, is a very strong one. And it has started 1, 2, 3. I think this time is going to be third time lucky, and it's going to pop and rally from there. So if you connect these three pivot points, and you stretch it out, so these 3 pivot points give you what is called the supports of the trend line, right? And then once you push it up, pull it up to the top using parallel channel, you get what? The resistance. So here, this is the highs of June 30th, and then this high here and that one. So that's what we have here. So I believe that Meta has room to push to at least here, this moving averages congestion. So I believe that before Meta earnings, which is on October 29, I believe Meta will be a $750 stock. So it's going to move and come somewhere here, right? Then from now to the time that they post their earning, we can get that pre-earnings run, and it could come back to perhaps all-time highs. If it doesn't get to all-time highs, it will do so during the earnings, because Meta is one of the stock that is really, they are really consistent when it comes to earnings. Their numbers are outstanding. Like amongst the Magnificent Seven, if there's a company that I really trust when it comes to earnings, that company is Meta. So I believe that Meta is going to go back to all-time highs post earnings, but at least in the short term, from now to the time they do their earnings, I believe that Meta is going to be at least a $750 stock. So we have a long way to go. So from 708 to 750, we have a big move ahead of us. Okay. So with this, what I'm doing is I already got call options for Meta, 750 calls, and I also got 750 calls expiring in November. And I got the leverage ETF for Meta, because Meta itself, they call up the up contracts are usually very expensive. So I got the double leverage ETF. Double leverage ETF is an ETF where anytime Meta moves up by 1%, that one moves up by 2%, right? So I got the $40 calls expiring November 21st, right? Again, this is not financial advice. I'm just telling you what my game plan is and what I use my money to do. So make sure you do your own due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Okay. All right. So that's the key one here for Meta. And last but not the least, I have another stock, which is a very volatile stock. And this is one of the fan favorite for members of our community. This one, CRWV, right? CRWV is a really volatile stock. CRWV, was it? CRWV. Let's see here. CRWV. Yeah, I think I got it right. There you go. So CRWV has been trading really is been trading really strong in the last couple of weeks here. It went to this area here, to this highs on August 12th, and then it sold off and came back up. So what I'm looking for CRWV is I'm looking to see what's mainly where price is heading for CRWV, because CRWV is a very explosive stock, and it's a type of stock that when it starts moving, it's just like a Tesla, right? It's unstoppable, right? When it starts moving, it moves very aggressively. Okay. So what do I see here on CRWV? So I see what looks like a bull flag, right? A bull flag breakout. So this is the flagpole. And then here we have this one pulling back here. Have this here. Okay. And then we have this over here. So like looking like it's forming like a parallel channel kind of thing, right? So you're connecting this pivot low to pivot low to pivot low, right? And then here you have pivot low to pivot high to pivot high. Okay. So once you connect this, and even here, can we connect it this way? And then we have 3-point touch, right? So price came here, it went boom, 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 boom. And then what did it do? It broke out, right? So I believe that what is happening here is that price is doing this. It's pushing up. Oops. Price is pushing up here like this. And then what is it doing? It came back down, right? And what now is trying to do is that it wants to now see if it can break out and go. Okay. Today it will try to go, but it wasn't able to go. So what I'm seeing is that I think it's going to push up in the days and weeks ahead here. CRWV is going to push up, and we are going to see CRWV get back to new all-time highs or all-time highs. So here I see here as this, like we can connect this here. this trend line here. This is like a trend line from here to here. We are holding this level. So price came here, held, bounced, and held, right? So if you look at it, this your, if you are looking at the uptrend, this is your low, this is your higher low, this is another higher low. So here it held the 20 SMA. So as long as it's holding this 20 SMA, I believe that it's going to push and push up, right? It needs to find a way to take out this. So this level here is a critical level. This here, 149.21 is a critical level. If price is able to break above it, it's going to squeeze and it's going to bring us to its all-time high at 180.87. So this CRWV is poised for pushing to all-time highs anytime soon. But at this point in time, it has to hold the 20 SMA here and push up. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. So for CRWV, I'm looking for something more long term. I believe that from now to October 31st, if the market is strong, I believe CRWV will break out of this zone because it's been struggling to break out of this zone here. If it's able to crack it, it's going to go to all-time highs and revisit the previous all-time high and make new all-time highs. Okay, all right. So yeah, so that's about it for the high probability trade setups that I have. And there's one thing that I forgot to add here on RR. RR has an interesting pattern. I forgot to add it. So here is it. Let me take this off and show you what it is, and then we're gonna wrap up here. So this is RR. So RR, if you look at RR, you're going to see that RR always respects the 20 SMA, right? So this is what I call pattern recognition, right? So this see this? It goes up, and what does it do? Actually, let me use this instead. So you see RR, what does it do here? Every single time it goes to where? The 20, it holds it, and then we get a bounce, right? Similar thing. Goes to the 20, we hold it, and we get a bounce. Okay. We get a breakout. Okay. So this is your bull flag, it's your flagpole, or bullish wedge, bullish pennant. Oops. So you have this one here. This one goes this way. So this is your flagpole. And then here as well, you have your flagpole. So you see this purple line, every single time it's respecting it. This time around, we've not come here, right? But you can use this to find what is called the measured move, okay? You can use this to find the measured move. So here, if you look at this, you can measure the move from the 20 SMA area of the daily to where it ended here. So from here to here, okay? That's where it did and reverse. So you take this, you take it from here, and then you take it to where this went to, okay? See that? Somewhere here. Okay, just close, very close to it, but it went up a bit this time around. So what we can do is that we can move, we can now use this one as a guide. See here? We can use this as a guide, and then we can move it here to see where price is heading. So price is going to look into breakout, and we might break out of this. In the same way as well, we could also pull back, right? If this bull flag fails, we could pull back and come and retest this purple line and bounce over there, right? So I just wanted to show you this pattern on RR. So here it does this kind of move in summary here. So this time around it's a little bit higher. We can break through and then we can go. So RR is a very good high probability setup that I believe that in the days and weeks ahead here, it's just going to break above this flag, bull flag, and then once it does that, it's going to squeeze, and you are going to get a powerful, aggressive squeeze to the upside, and this will be $7 to $8 stock in no time. Okay, all right. So that's about it for today. I hope you guys learned something new and something that you can review and take massive action on tomorrow and the days ahead. So if you've not subscribed to our channel, please do, to help the channel, because we see that 50% of the people that watch do not have not subscribed yet. So please make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you get all the updates sent to your inbox instantly, immediately we go online. And also don't forget that every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, I do a weekly game plan of how I plan to make money for the week, and you don't want to miss this live streams on Sunday nights. So it's always on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, unless there's a holiday, statutory holiday. If there's a statutory holiday, then we move it to the Monday. Okay. All right. So have a good night, guys. Enjoy trading. Happy trading tomorrow and the rest of the week. Take care now. Bye bye.